Alright, so I am back, and today we are going to start off a Seeker marathon. Not a Seeker week, because it's going to be broken up by other things. But so far, here's my MP Seeker collection. We got, of course, Starscream, Skywarp, Thundercracker, and we got the Hasbro Sunstorm, and we got the Hasbro Acidstorm. I really want the Takara Sunstorm. I really want that. So we're going to start off by looking at Acidstorm. I figure we'll set our hopes and dreams low and then work up to awesome. Now, I've already looked at Sunstorm. If you guys want me to look at Sunstorm again, I will. But it wasn't that long ago that I looked at him. So, and then at the end of the 5 Seekers, maybe 6 by the time we get there, if I get the Takara Sunstorm. At the end of this whole series, I'll have all of them in robot mode together. But for now, I want to do jet mode and go from there. I do believe I have most of their accessories, but since they're all the same, I mean, there's my questions of the day. Do you want me to look at Sunstorm again, and do you want me to show off the same exact accessories for each figure? Because they're all pretty much the same, with the exception of Starscream, because he's got the Coronation kit. So for Acidstorm, he comes with the base, says Acidstorm on it. Comes with the missiles you can't utilize, because unless you rip the ball joint out here, so that you can plug these in. So those are pointless. You got the little baggie here with the clip for a gun that was discontinued, and the little pilot. Looks like that's the pilot one. There's a pilot one, and then there's Dr. Acaville one, and they kind of alternate on which ones they use. You just slide this onto the base, take this, and this will just kind of hook in and clip on like that. There you go. Woo. So setting that off to the side. We got the, it's a nice Seeker mold. You could take this, you can fold the landing gear up. Flip that in. Flip that in, flip that in. And we got the, this will pop up for the, so you can see the thrusters there. There's also for hide the heel spurs. This will fold up. It's like the air brake or what have you. This is my problem with the Hasbro versions of the mold. They have a tendency of falling apart. So you saw the landing gear. This will open up to reveal that little bit there. Sonar, I think it is. This will open up, and you can put the pilot in there if you really wanted to. But yeah, pretty cool. I really like the jet mode. It's sleek. I had the iGear ones. I like those, but a friend of mine convinced me to get the official ones, and I got a pretty good deal on them all, so can't complain there. Alright, so to transform him, what you want to do is start off by undoing these guns here. Just kind of fold those down and get those out of the way, or pop them off. That works too, I guess. Why not? And you want to undo the wing assembly, and it all locks in pretty well. And yeah, oh yay, we're off to a great start, aren't we? Again, this is Hasbro Stewie, not Takara. Alright, so you flip this piece up, then you can take this wing here, untabs, and you can fold this up, get that out of the way. We'll come back to that later. We'll just leave the other one off until we get back to it later. Fold this down, rotate the shoulders out. Split the legs, flip them down, fold the feet down, they rotate around. around. So fold. This slides up. And then you open this piece here out and you pull out the heel spur. Like so. There we go. Rotate the camera up a little bit. Flip out the arms. This piece here will untab and come down. And tab, come down. Shoulder will come down like so. Down like so. Pull this nose cone around, and you want to be kind of careful with the head because of the way the springs on the side of the head work. They kind of sometimes will have a tendency of getting caught up. All right, like so. Undo this. Open this up, and then this will rotate down. Lock that back into place. Push this through this section here. Rotate up and then bends over like so. Then you want to slide this chest piece down, and there's a little tab right there that'll plug into this slot right here. So you want to line those up and tab those in. It does not hold very well, but it does tab it. Alright, you plug that in like so. Fold up these little bits of the wing, and then right here there's this little black piece that will fold out like so. And that will come up and tab into the back like so. And then we'll just reassemble this wing here. We'll put it together first. So there's the tab out. There we go. And then this just is a friction clip that clips on right here. This is one of the things that I thought was better than the iGear ones, because you know, if you put too much friction on the joint, it will snap. But at the same time, as long as you're being careful, you won't break it. So there's no point to have those kind of friction joints. Dog is in the background drinking some water, in case you're wondering what that noise is. Alright, slip this back in. Alright, fold the hands down. You can open those up. Fold those down. Alright, so we want to rotate the ball joint to be like this, ultimately, and there we go, like so. Again, yeah, after so many uses, molds start degrading, and this has been a mold that's been used more times than I can think of, and then retooled and used a whole bunch of times. Actually, you know what? Let's take a quick break from the transformation, and we'll count the times that the mold has been used. So we got the original Starscream, which was that bluish gray instead of his usual gray. Then we had the Walmart exclusive Starscream. Okay. I know we had a Walmart Skywarp. There was a Takara Skywarp and a Takara Thundercracker, which was really hard to come across. The Ghost Starscream. Alright, so there's 6 of the original molds. I'm sure I'm missing 1 or 2. And then we get the MP11, which is the retool of the same mold. So we had the Coronation Starscream. We had Coronation Sunstorm. Then we had Takara Skywarp. think that was it for the Takaras. Then we had the Hasbro Acidstorm. Okay, so there's 10. Then Sunstorm. Then Thundercracker. And now we're getting Starscream. So 13 times this mold has been used. 13 times. Yeah, it's got some retooling in there, but it's still the base mold. But anyway, the Takara versions seem a lot sturdier than the Hasbro versions. And all I had before was the Takara or the Hasbro versions, and I wasn't very satisfied. Anyway, posability. His head is on a ball joint swivel, so it looks up, down, left, right. It's got the little spring-loaded thing, so he has a more fuller head. Shoulders rotate up and down, in and out. Bicep swivel. Double bend elbow. Hands rotate. Thumb is on a ball joint. Fingers are each on a ball joint, but he's got a pointer finger on a ball joint, and then the rest on one ball joint. Then there is a hinge. Null rays are on ball joints, so you can angle those if you need to. He does not lock in together very well. He's got a tiny bit of a waist swivel, but not really. Hips will rotate up and back. This piece kind of gets out of the way sometimes it doesn't. They go out about that far. Thigh swivel. Double bend elbow, knee. It gets to the point where it's actually the tail fins that are stopping it from moving forward, because it looks like it can go a little bit further. Toe can swivel. It's got a little bit of a hinge, and the heel can. No, heel's pretty much stationary. But yeah, pretty cool. I really like this mold. I know I'm bashing it a little bit. But I really like this design. I really wish they would make the purple one Bitstream, I think it is, or Hotlink. I can't remember which one it is. But I really wish they would make that. Yeah, at this point, I mean, they know that this is for collectors, and the collectors have Starscream. They have Thundercracker, they have Acidstorm, they have Sunstorm, they need Bitstream. Skywarp is kind of hit or miss on whether or not they have it, so they should have done Skywarp instead of Starscream. Because as soon as the mold came out with a full coordination, Starscream really sold it to a lot of collectors. Alright, so here he is with the Classic Seeker. Obviously they don't work together. But it's like he's got a baby. Here he is with a Legends class. And yes, I'm going to keep using these guys even though I'm going Masterpiece and none of these scales work, but it's because everyone knows what these scale with, or what they look like in hand. So it still gives you that idea. Same with the Prime. So again, that doesn't really work. It depends on your viewpoint. If you're going for vehicle scale accuracy, which I know a few people that are, then this actually is accurate, because here's the pilot that's supposed to ride inside Acidstorm here. Okay, let me get him out. Come on, get it out. Alright, so here's the pilot that goes with Acidstorm. Alright, and here's Spike. Okay. There's no way he's going to be able to fit in this jet when this is the pilot for the jet. But if you take this guy here and you look at those seats inside there, I don't know how well those are coming off, and line him up, he would actually fit perfectly in there. So vehicle mode scale is the way you're going. This is actually pretty good, or the leader class Seekers. But yeah, this guy, Spike, does not fit in here. Rather than trying that, let's grab Skywarp here. Open up this thing. Let's see if we can't get him in there. Maybe we can get him in the back of the cockpit. There you go. He can fly the plane. Yeah, so unless, going by the little figurine scale, then these guys don't actually scale with Masterpiece cars or the Masterpiece Prime. So anyway, but if you go by the original cartoon on size scale, here he is with Optimus, and that's just about right. Here he is with Apollyon. Soundwave. I'll throw a big car here too. So this is almost right. I would say this Seeker does need to be a little bit shorter to truly be in scale with the Megatron the way the cartoon was. But I do like it. It does work really well. So yeah. As for a rating for this figure, I'm gonna give him a 7 out of 10. Can't remember what I gave Sunstorm, but that's about where I'd put him too right now in my mind. Is because it's a secondary character that we may or may not get the full set for, and that's really unfortunate. And so I really hope we get a purple one, just so that we can have a total of 6 Seekers. Since we're not getting Coneheads anytime soon. Come on, Hasbro or Takara. Let's get some Coneheads. If iGear can do it, you can do it. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, for me, the cost of these figures as opposed to the value, I mean, they are where I think the price point should be. But the main Seekers are all, Thundercracker was the same price, but now he's in the $200 range. Skywarp and Starscream started off at $200 range. We're gonna get one for Hasbro, but I'm sure it's gonna be kind of a floppy mess at this point. But anyway, I think they're cool. Don't know how much they're worth when it comes to the personal collections. They are not as much fun as toys as they are definitely look great on the shelf in Legions. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Tomorrow we will take a look at the Thundercracker, who is another Hasbro figure, but they did a little bit better job with the quality control on it, aside from the tail fins. So again, questions of the day are: do you want me to redo Sunstorm's review? And do you want me, because I did this in the Sunstorm video, I believe, but do you want me to do a full transformation from robot mode to jet to back to robot mode for one of these guys? Because I will. But I just don't want to waste the energy if you guys don't care. So let me know in the comments below if that's what you want to see. And I guess that's it. Oh, and don't forget, link below will be the link to the Facebook page for the raffle. It's still going on. I forgot to mention this yesterday in my Dinobot review, but the link is still there. But there you go.